on, my son, get in there. Have some of that, Gooners. Seriously, have a lot of it. How does it feel? Oh, how's it going, everyone? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with a live match reaction to the FA Cup fourth round game between Arsenal and United. With the mighty United coming out on top. 3-1 it's finished. We've battered the Gooners. 8 wins in a row for Manchester United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's come in. We are now progressing in the FA Cup. It looks like we could potentially go on and lift the FA Cup. Who knows? I mean, it's that sort of a season for us. We've had the super sub come in. He's doing an unbelievable job. We're now winning games. We're now looking like the United of old. People were saying, yeah, but you've only played average teams like Bournemouth and stuff like that. But no, we battered Spurs. We battered Arsenal. And this team looks once again like a team worthy of representing Manchester United. They are playing some serious football out there. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done a tactical job on Unai today. It was a great tussle in terms of the managers. Interesting to see what was happening. I think Arsenal just played into our hands. We were prepared to hit them on the counter-attack when we've got players who have pace for days. And, we can seriously hurt teams on the counter-attack. And if they play into our hands, commit numbers forward, commit fullbacks forward, then when they lose the ball, which eventually they will, Manchester United will go on and hurt them, which is exactly what you saw us do time and time again today. So I think Ole Gunnar deserves a lot of credit just for the way that we set up today and the way that we tactically approached the game and the way that we just got the better of Arsenal in the tactical department. Arsenal, fair play to them. They kept coming forward. They played pretty decent stuff at times. But when they did give the ball away, they were vulnerable at the back and United exploited that. Let's talk about Romelu. Let's talk about big Romelu, who, like the rest of the players, was garbage under Jose Mourinho. But it is just the fact that it was such a negative situation. The players were completely shackled. You can see the freedom that has happened since Jose went and Ole Gunnar's come in, and he's just been encouraging and positive and got us playing the Manchester United way again. And you can see that out there, the players are playing without that worry of making an error, without that worry of messing up and having to deal with Jose's wrath or whatever. It's not that sort of environment anymore at United. And I think the players are responding well to it. And you can say what about it, this whole, snowflake, freaking new generation of melters who are offended at absolutely everything. And you can't give a dressing down to a footballer now. Do you know what I mean? You can't give a hairdryer treatment to a modern day footballer, whether it's right or wrong, whether you want to call them a bunch of pansies. The managerial relationship between manager and players, it's changed over the years. And you have to adapt with that. Jose didn't adapt with that, wasn't prepared to adapt with that. That's just my personal opinion. I think Ole's come in. He's been that manager. He's been that guy who's just put the arm around the shoulder. He's been very encouraging. He's given everybody chances. And players are finally playing like the players that we thought they were when we signed them for big amounts of money. Romelu Lukaku today was absolutely outstanding. That first half performance, we're talking about him. He's a striker. He didn't score a goal today, but he set 2 goals up with mastery, quite frankly, right out of the Paul Scholes textbook. I mean, the 2 assists that he made were just absolutely outstanding. The first one for Alexis Sanchez, and Alexis Sanchez scoring against his old club. That must be sweet. It is sweet. Have some of that Gooners. Alexis Sanchez coming good again. Another player who, just like Romelu, just like Paul Pogba, like a lot of the players when they were under Mourinho, now that we've got Ole coming, seem to be back to the standards that they perhaps met in the past. And if you've got players like Sanchez and players like Lukaku actually playing like Sanchez and Lukaku, then holy cow, watch out PSG, watch out everybody else as well, because United are going to be a force to be reckoned with, especially up top, going forward, playing to our strengths. We have incredible attacking talents. Second half, we brought Rashford and Martial on at the same time. I mean, that's just penetrative right there. I was thinking, like, God, if you're the opposition defence, you're not liking the prospect of them 2 coming on. Second half, we've got a bit of depth. We know what we're doing now. If it's not them 2, it's Lukaku's on the bench to come on with a different sort of way to approach the game and a different style. So, things are looking great at Manchester United. The players today all seem to perform very well. Defensively, we did our job. Shout out to Romero in goal, the super sub goalie himself, the Ole Gunnar babyface goalie, if you will. He's like Ole Gunnar, except he's Argentinian and he's a goalkeeper, so he's nothing like Ole. But you know what I mean? He is like the best second goalie to have because he's dependable. De Gea needs a break sometimes, you know what I mean? He's saving everything left, right and centre. you've got to give him a little break from being absolutely peppered, to be fair. And that's what happens when Sergio Romero comes in, and he always seems to perform. Some of the saves he made today were great, kept us in the game, had a big hand in the game. So shout out to Sergio Romero, the best number 2 goalie that there is in the world. I hope that he's happy and content at being the number 2 at United, because it's just nice to have somebody dependable to fall back on there. Let's talk about the second goal, which was a Lingard finish. Absolutely fantastic performance from him again today, I think. It's fair to say that finish was absolutely top draw. And the pass from Lukaku, just to have the vision and hold it up a little bit and played the pass perfectly. Great assist from Romelu Lukaku. So just all-round smiles from the Flying Pig tonight about Manchester United's performance. Arsenal are a good team. People are saying they've dropped off a little bit. Are they even that much better than they were last season? I don't think they're that much better, but they are certainly better. I think they're going in the right direction. It's a big change, big transitional season for them. But I think some of the stuff that they're playing is decent. It could have gone slightly different way tonight, but in the end, United just tactically outclassed them, and we showed a little bit of extra cutting edge in the finishing department in the final third. We were just a lot more clinical. So there we have it. Everybody who's tuning in right now, thanks so much for stopping by on the channel for the live match reaction. There's my thoughts and opinions on it. Third goal, of course, Paul Pogba had a great second half. Paul Pogba, need to give a shout out to him. Another player just keeps performing now. He is the player that we thought he was. He was just shackled by that Portuguese Mr. Bean. Now he's gone. Now we've got rid of that stench. Pogba is running loose out there. And he is causing all sorts of problems. Set up the second goal effectively with that shot that he had. Saved by Czech, palmed into the path of, freaking hell, who scored the final goal there? Martial, who came on as a substitute. It was absolutely a fantastic finish into an open goal, basically. But there we have it. Pogba dangerous, pulling the string second half. He looks like a menace once again. Looks like one of the best midfielders in world football. Lukaku, every performance I've seen him, whether it's been from the bench, he's had an impact. He's scored some goals. He's been a useful player out there for us, rather than being this big mechanical lummox of a Jose Mourinho player. He's looking like he's back up to the standards. And then you've just got the usual sort of performance like Juan Mata, who's always going to be there, always going to be consistent. Anthony Martial continues that great form that he showed earlier on in the season and just continues to be a very important player for us. Marcus Rashford has had an incredible turnaround since Ole Gunnar's come in. He's selected him, he's put faith in him, and he is a great player with bags of potential who can do the business for United now. He's shown that with the amount of goals that he scored consistently. He's an absolute beast. Come on, my sons and daughters. Come on, everybody watching this, unless you're a Scouser or a Gooner or something. But seriously, United are on the rise once again. The dark days of David Moyes in his cave, plotting tactics of horrible sidey crab football are over. The days of that horny man, the stroopwafel eater, Louis van Gaal, are over. The days of Jose Mourinho, the man with Louis van Gaal's face underneath Jose's mask, is over. We actually have the baby-faced assassin in charge now, and he seems like he's a very good manager. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Yeah, he was a great candidate just to come in and be a caretaker. The fans love him. Great PR move. Absolute legend of a player. But it turns out, I think it's fair to say that he has got some serious managerial chops. He knows how to get this United side playing the United way. He was part of that unbelievable generation of footballers at United who played that way, who encompassed absolutely everything it meant to be a United player. That is what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer understands. Not only that, I do think he has good managerial chops when it comes to making decisions and tactics and things like that. We saw that today. We didn't at any times really lose the tactical battle out there with Arsenal. I think if anything, we got the better of them because they played onto us and we just countered them, which suits us perfect because of the pace we've got up top, the great players we've got going forward. So I think he's got some real good tactical abilities, and some of the substitutions, decisions, the timings of the substitutions, like I say, bringing Rashford and Martial on at the same time, just when Lukaku looked like he was starting to wane a little bit, get tired after a great performance. Come on, my sons. He is absolutely awesome, isn't he? He's doing a fantastic job. 8 out of it. Give him the job permanently. I keep saying it, but I don't see anybody who's a better candidate. Pochettino, end of the season, do one. He tactically outclassed that mug. Who else are we going to get? Zidane? Do we really want Zidane? It's a bit more of a gamble. I don't see that as a prime candidate. Anyway, I just think that the time has come. He can only do so much. He cannot do any better than 8 wins out of 8. And the perfect start to his managerial career at Manchester United. Show a bit of faith in him. Give him a bit of money to spend in the window. Get a couple of players that he wants to bring in. Allow him that responsibility to bring in players and that he has a vision for at Manchester United, because he knows how he wants this side to play in the long run. I know he's only here short term as a caretaker, but I'm sure he's got a plan if he does happen to get the job. And surely giving him chance to sign a couple of players in this window that he wants, not that some sort of potato head man upstairs has signed. No, I'm talking about that he actually wants. Then I think that's only going to be good for Manchester United for the rest of the season and going into next season. I know it could all go wrong, the wheels could fall off, but it just doesn't seem like that's going to happen. It seems like United are back to the old United. We've got the right mentality. We're playing the right type of football. We're not being a bunch of little scared melters who are too negative and too defensive to even score any goals and conceding goals left, right and centre whilst trying to play defensively. It was dire, but that's all over with. Ole Gunnar's got Manchester United back to what we should be, which is an entertaining football side, an attacking side, and a great winning mentality side. And he can bring that back. He's brought that back in already. Right, everyone, thanks so much for stopping by on the live stream. Do us a favour, if you're in here, smash a like on this video, even if you're a Gooner. In fact, I want to hear from you Gooners. Where's Alex Rudd? Where's Rudd? Because we battered your son. I hope he's in here. Let me just scroll down. Oh, there he is! Alex Rudd with a super chat. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. Everybody, get your comments and stuff in. I'll scroll down and answer anything you've got to say for the next short period of time. Alex Rudd, I'm just here to get bantered. Oh, I love it! I love it, Alex. Fair play to you. Got nothing to say, really, because we did win the game. But fair play to you. And like I said, it's a transitional season for Arsenal. It's not all going to be fun in games this season. I know you had a good start. It's always going to be roadblocks and stumbles along the way. But, keep your head up. Keep your chin up there, Alex. Manchester United, on the other hand, we are on a resurgence. We're on a rise. We will finish the season above you as well in the league. So, here's a little violin for you, Alex. But anyway, no, thank you. You're right. That was a bit of shit banter from me there. But Arsenal are shite. United are on the rise, and that's how it should be. It feels right that United will be above Arsenal or above Arsenal. It feels right that we beat them 3-1 in the Cup. It feels right that there was a bit of argy-bargies out there on the pitch. And it feels right like I'm bantering you, Alex. So thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. There you go. That's dedication to the Flying Pig. Pure Bacon Brigade right there. That's the Bacon Brigade. Turns up, tunes in, even though we've just dropped them. You know what I mean? That's commitment. Comment from Hamadul Islam says, hello from Melbourne. Hello to you. Thanks so much for stopping by. Nick Superling with a super chat. How's it going, Nick? Brother from another mother. He says, see you, Gooners. That's right. See you later on, Gooners. You are out of the FA Cup, and you're probably out of this live stream if worth you've happened to stumble in here, because the belittling nature of this video is only going to make you more and more upset. Thulani Bukhani, 8, my guy. Hold tight, gents. Ollie is running wild. Oh, you've just echoed my sentiments entirely there. He is. He's got this United side back to being wild stallions out there on the pitch. They're looking great. We've got some serious lads up there with serious talent. Martial Rashford coming on second half. Pogba back to being Pogba. Lukaku back to being Lukaku. It's incredible. Alex Rincon in the house. How's it going, Alex? Thanks so much to everybody who is sending these super chats in and getting involved in just your general comments anyway. I'll try to read out as many as I possibly can. You're a bunch of legends for doing this. Lingard owns the Emirates. Comments Alex Rincon. And we did something Spurs couldn't do. Beat Arsenal. Glory, glory, Man United. Ollie's at the wheel. It just doesn't get any better than right now. This is the most positive I felt about Manchester United for absolutely years. If you think about it, we've had to deal with the Moyes days. I always thought it was going to be a drop-off and a transitional period after Fergie. Didn't realise it would be so extended. Didn't realise it would be so drab and disgusting. But it was. But finally, it feels like we have turned the page and we're no longer that melter of a team. We're back to being Manchester United. We've won 8 in a row now under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's got the United mentality back in the side. And just the only way is up, Alex. The only way is up for United now. We've got players firing on all cylinders. Maybe not even firing on all cylinders yet, but certainly more cylinder than the one cylinder they were firing on under Jose. And with those guys that we've got, the talents we've got in the side, if you can get them performing, we are difficult for anybody to get the better of. Seriously, PSG will not be happy at the run that we've had lately. They will not be happy. They will not be happy at the quality of the goals that we scored, the crazy pace we've got up top, the improvement in form throughout the whole team, the improvement in form of those attacking talents, because they've got to face those attacking talents that we've got, and we have got some serious players. They may have not shown it as much as they could over the last couple of seasons, but certainly since Ollie's come in, I think they've shown it more than they ever have done. They've been absolutely brilliant. Big D comments, I'll be the judge of that. What a transformation. United are on fire. That's absolutely true. We have transformed into some sort of crazy like Power Rangers monster or something. We've seriously turned back into the behemoth that we were, and it's absolutely amazing. Alex O'Donnell, just want to repeat what he says. Gooners fans, have some of that. 80s Geek comments and makes a very poignant comment. He says, playing strikers in the right position. Mourinho didn't. Mourinho played players all over the place, didn't he? He was just basically having a mare. He was like playing with this weird football jigsaw puzzle. It was like too mashed in the head to understand that this piece goes here and this piece goes here. Why didn't you just play players in their normal position, pal? Do you want to play Matic at centre-back again? I mean, anyway, he was an idiot. He was actually an idiot. You know, he was a great manager. You have to say, he had a good first season for us. His career speaks for itself. He probably will go on and have future success. But he's not right in the head, man. Some of the types of football we were playing out there when he's trying to fight for his job, all he needed to do was do what Ole Gunnar's done, basically, and just go for it. But he wasn't prepared to do that, so he gets none of my sympathy. Absolutely not. It's me, Mike, comments and says, big up Lingard back in Rashford. Absolutely. You see Lingard getting in there. You know, he wasn't afraid to get his little pigeon face on the line there. He got right in there. And I love his little pigeon face, by the way. I don't mean that in a derogatory way. The guy's a beast. You know, he's tiny, though, isn't he? He's an absolute little featherweight. And he went out there. He got stuck right in. He got pushed back again because on the account of weighing about 9.5 stone. But he still came back in for more. That's passion. That's fire. I like that. I like to see that fight. I like to see that passion from these players, you know, that aggressive nature. It's good to see. We've always had that at Manchester United. We well, not last couple of seasons, but back in the day, we have certainly always had that sort of competitive spirit, that fighting spirit. And Lingard showed that in spades today, not afraid to get stuck in there. His mate was being questioned there. Rashford obviously took a little bit of the nut there, or the coming together the heads. And Lingard was not happy about it. He was in there quicker than a rat up a drain pipe. Viraj Palmer, the train keeps on rolling. Yes, it does. It does indeed. There's some serious momentum behind us now. And I can't see it stopping anytime soon. Thank you so much to everyone who's tuning in. Thanks for your comments. MI4K20, the imposter Pogba is gone and the real one is back. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Like I said in a previous video, Paul Pogba was the man in the Iron Mask. And then the Three Musketeers came in. Ole Gunnar, Mike Phelan, Michael Carrick, and they released that mask. And it turned out that Paul Pogba was hiding under there. They took him out of that cell and they put a football kit on him. And suddenly Paul Pogba is back. He is incredible once again. You can see the commitment out there from him. You can see what it means to him. You can see that he's playing with a smile on his face at times, that he's playing with confidence, that he's playing without fear of making an error. Excuse me. Yeah, he's not afraid to make a mistake out there, which only means that it allows you to have more opportunities to unlock defences because you're not scared of playing those balls and making errors. And I think that was what was happening. I think Jose was grilling these players when they weren't doing exactly what he wanted to do. And the thing is, what he was asking them to do is not something that they're naturally adept at. You know, they're not really brain boxers out there. They're not constantly analysing the game out there. You know, certain players would be like that. But some of these players are they just need to go out there and play the game and not think about too much and just play freely. And I think that certainly benefits a player like Paul Pogba, who fits that mould of being a sort of roaming box-to-box midfielder. Allow him to be in there, to have a scrap, to defend. Allow him to get forward at any opportunity because he is dangerous. You could see that from that third goal that we scored and some of the passes that he was pulling off in the game. It's like he is going to create chances. Whether he's got a great long shot on him, he hasn't scored that many for us. But today was a good example of one of those turning into a goal, obviously, because we put the deflection in. Alex Rincon with another super chat. The lad says the Dutch toad rain is over. The Dutch toad rain, was that really a rain? I mean, I suppose it wasn't rain. It certainly rained on my parade. It was an awful period of time at the club. I'm so glad that's not over. I kind of look back on Louis van Gaal as quite fond, though. He was kind of like this weird comedy character. Why have we always got these weird comedy characters coming in? We've got Mr. Bean, and then we've got Louis van Gaal, who's like falling over on the touchline, even though he's like 78 years old or whatever it is, could put a hip out, doesn't care, just have to, give his reaction to the referee. You got him talking about he wants his players horny and all this stuff. He was off his tits, wasn't he? But that reign certainly didn't last long. It certainly is over. It left with an FA Cup, so it wasn't totally fruitless. But it's not good enough, was it? It was dreary. Jose, I thought was going to turn us around. First season he did brilliant, but yeah. Those days are over. We've got the baby-faced assassin at the club once again. 1, 2, 3. You are my Solskjaer, my Ollie Solskjaer. You make me happy when skies are grey. Though Alan Shearer, he may be dearer. Please don't take my Solskjaer. Oh, wait. Right, so get your comments and thoughts in now, finally, lads and lasses. If you want me to respond, I'll try and respond to as many as I can. Obviously, I can't respond to everybody, so make it a good one. Make it stand out here. I'll see if I can give you my thoughts and opinions on anything you've got to say. Daniel Derude, or Derude, comments, I hope I said that right. I believe he's probably from the Netherlands. He comments and says, I just like Mr. Flying Pig HD's video. Thank you so much, Daniel. All do the same. Smash a like on it. Much appreciated. Paul Lucas, how's it going, Paul? 8 in 8. Next. Love it. We are on a serious roll. The fans are happy. The fans are loving it. The fans are loving what we're watching out there. It's not just about the results. We're not going to win every game. It's just about playing with passion more than anything and trying to win games and playing with attacking spirit and a little bit of balls out there. We've done that in spades since Ole Gunnar's come in. We didn't do that at all under Jose, mainly because of him. Now we are doing that. We're back to having that fighting spirit, and we look like we've got a serious competitive edge on a lot of teams because we've got such great talents out there. We've got such momentum behind us right now. The players are all on a high. They're only improving. They're only getting better. They're in serious form right now, a lot of these players who just a short space of time ago were seriously out of form. So it's all positives at the club. It really is. Scott Houstengard comments, Bacon Brigade. That's just a little name that I came up for you guys. Came up with for you guys. The Bacon Brigade. I don't know. It's not, we'll work on it. Alkan Mahmood, hello. Give me a shout out, please. You just got it. You just got it. Blue Jew George, get in, my son. I'll just say that. Echoes exactly what I said, absolutely. Alex Rudd, you need a shirt that says Bacon Brigade. Yeah, maybe I'll try and do that. I'll whip up a little shirt for you guys to purchase. Alex Rudd comments, if we don't fix our defence, then he's put a little skull and bones there. That's very cynical, Alex. What are you saying? Death will come. Death will come to those who are responsible, but no. Thanks so much for getting involved, Alex. I'm surprised to see you around here. Can't believe you're actually prepared to show your face around here after that. 3-1 drubbing, lad. 3-1 drubbing. United, the mighty Red Devils, once again getting the better of the Gooners. How does that feel? Please let me know. You've come up here, you've said a couple of things. I want to know how you truly feel about this, Alex. Anyway, thank you so much. We got a comment here from Bjarni Siggy, who comments, I'm sure that Ole Gunnar has assassinated Paul Logba and has... I forgot about the old Logba name that I bestowed on him, which was very true at the time. He couldn't be any less loggy right now. He's a little wizard out there. The only way he could be loggy is if you got a log and you chopped and you carved the magic wand out of it. That is what Paul Pogba is right now. He's not a log anymore. He was playing like one, but it was just Jose Mourinho. Jose Mourinho was the log master, and he was in charge of all proceedings. He was making sure that these players were putting in great woody performances out there. Anyway, what the hell am I talking about? But thank you for your comment there, Bjarni. He says, Only Paul Pogba. I'm really happy with Paul Pogba in the midfield. He's always a threat. That's so true. He's so powerful. He's very athletic. He's very technically good. He's got good vision. He's an intelligent player. And when he's got the ball at his feet and he's got players making runs in front of him, he can pull off some really good passes. Not only that, he makes these great drive-in runs. He's always a danger from long shots because he can shoot from distance, set pieces, things like that. On his days, he's as good as anybody. He really is a tank of a midfielder. And I'm just happy that I was wrong and a lot of people was wrong. Because I'm prepared to say that I was wrong when I said that Paul Pogba was not a Manchester United player back in the day. You know, some people just brush this under the carpet. I said that! But come on, the performances that he was putting in consistently under Mourinho were terrible. And I was just thinking, surely, just the fact we've got a bad manager with bad tactics that doesn't fit the side, surely that's not the sole reason for all of these terrible performances. But it turns out that it basically was. It turns out Pogba just needs to be managed properly in a different way. He doesn't respond well to Jose Mourinho's style of management. He does seem to respond well to Ole Gunners and the lads. So you can see the upturn in his form. You can see the upturn in his happiness out there playing. You know, that's a big factor. You can't be a miserable bastard and go out there and give it your all already. You've got to be happy. You've got to be content with the role that you're asked to do out there, your job at hand. And now it looks like he is exactly those things. So it's just, the sky's the limit now for Paul Pogba. He can go on. He can be that true legend of a Manchester United player. I know we're a long way off. We're getting maybe a little bit carried away here, because obviously there are teams at the moment that are further along than us. The likes of Kloppy's Liverpool and Guardiola City. They are incredible sides. Are we really to that standard now? We won't really know until we play them. But certainly with the window in the summer and a bit more time for Ole Gunnar and the lads, and I don't see why anybody else should get the job, a bit more time, maybe we can just get there. Maybe we can get there when we can compete, because we do have incredible players. If you add a couple more in key positions, you know, replace some of the aging lads like Ashley Young, etc., which you're going to have to do at some point, then United can really kick on next season. But this season, just about steadying the ship, just about getting us back to where we should be in terms of the style, in terms of the mentality, the philosophy at the club, playing the United way once again. And Ole Gunnar, Mike Phelan, get a two-finger applause, lads. Because it's been an incredible run since they've come in. It's been pure perfection out there. The football's been way better. The belief's been there from the players. The passion's been there from the players. The fighting, competitive spirit's there. Everything is there that you would want to be there. The technical ability, the lovely goals. Think about some of the incredible team goals we scored. That first goal was an incredible counter-attacking move tonight. Great goal. The second goal was, you know, some of the goals that we scored recently have been absolutely excellent. So, you know, I just want Ole Gunnar now to take the job on permanently. I'd be happy with that. I'm so happy with the way that he carries himself, the professionalism of the man, the fact that he just represents the club in such a nice way, because he's a nice bloke. He's a nice man. He doesn't have this arrogance about him like a Jose Mourinho, always talking about me. And, oh, yes, I beat Barcelona. You know, you didn't do shit, Jose. You were on the sidelines, pal. Ronaldo stuck it in the back of the net, all right? But now we don't have that. Now we've got somebody who has a different style of management and understands the club. So we are seriously on an upturn, lads and lasses. James Mellier in the house. Thank you for your comment there, James. He comments and says, we proved that Arsenal will always be the banter club. Have some of that, you gooners, the North London Bottling Company, a.k.a. Paul Lucas is a fantastic team of coaching. Absolutely incredible getting Mike Phelan back in there. Michael Carrick, I love the spirit on the sides there, lads. Gone is the dreary Portuguese Mr. Bean on the sidelines. Now we've got Mickey C jumping for the heavens when the goal goes in the back of the net. Do you know what I mean? There's pure passion out there everywhere. Players that understand the club. I'm getting fired up. Eyes wide open. He was very good second half. I think talking about Paul Pogba, I thought it was absolutely incredible in that second half. To be fair, a little cameo performance from him. Maybe not absolutely incredible, but certainly very, very good. Very, very good indeed. And you're going to see a lot more of that from now, because the shackles have been completely released. Alex Rincon comments, the North London Bottling Company, Spurs and Arsenal. Absolutely. It should be like the North London bottling company conglomeration of Arsenal and Tottenham. That's the full name of them, because they're a complete bunch of melters, aren't they? Any gooners in the house? Hey, look, we're about to hit 100 likes on this video. If you've not done it, Smash that like on it, everybody. 250 legends in here. Thanks so much for tuning in to this live reaction tonight for the FA Cup fourth round game between Arsenal and Manchester United. Have some of that! Yeah? Have some of that! Good. I'm doing the old Degeneration X thing. There's not really enough space here to do it convincingly. But just imagine I look like Road Dog Jesse James and you get the picture. Anyway, right. We'll leave it there. I think we'll leave it there. We've just hit half an hour. Everybody who's tuned into the video, thanks so much for stopping by. I'm absolutely buzzing. Have some of that, seriously. The music fiend, are you ready? What's the next bit? Degeneration X! Right, I think we better leave it there because I'm getting a little bit carried away, making a bit of a fool of myself. But anyway, I don't care. I do it on a regular basis. We will see you very soon on the channel. This is Flying Pig, the Flying Pig on Flying Pig United. Have yourselves a good one. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. Get your comments and thoughts in. If I've not responded to your comments today on the live stream comment section, I apologize. I try to respond as many as I can in the short time that I do it. But make sure you stick around. If I've not responded, get your thoughts and opinions in permanently. To everybody who sent super chats in, you're a bunch of legends as usual. Both the Alexes, anybody else who I've not mentioned, Nick Subling, I think there's one other lad. See, there's so many names popping up. It's difficult to remember. But everybody who does do that, thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. I'll see you very